Well, our first guest is joining us in studio, executives from a company called OrigiClear's Incorporated, OCLN. To my immediate left is Mr. Ayush Tripathi. He's an application engineer. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
And of course, the CEO, the Dean of Water, Mr. Riggs Eckelberry. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We have a special guest with us, Riggs. What's going on?
Well, you know, our core technology is licensed.
Right.
And so licensing requires, of course, real technology focus, because when we get somebody that was a licensee, they get a technology transfer. And you want to keep giving them new technology because the old stuff's being stolen all the time.
Right, of course.
So the cure for piracy is just new stuff.
New stuff.
Fortunately, we have Ayush here, who is came from in India. The very top of the pyramid is a tough place to get to. He came from that, and he's been inventing for us, and we have an announcement about that.
Well, tell us about it, because it's exciting.
So what we announced a couple days ago is something called AOxPlus. Advanced oxidation is, and I don't want to get into your stuff too much, but basically when you oxidize like chlorine, you're cleaning up contaminants. Advanced oxidation is things like hydrogen peroxide, UV, ozone, or at the top of the stack, something called the OH radical, which is a very reactive molecule, and it instantly zaps contaminants. Okay. It's very efficient.
Interesting. Tell us about it.
So how we are producing these contaminants in AOxPlus is by using an air-breathing membrane that uses oxygen from atmosphere and produces this highly oxidation compounds. So OH radicals is a compound that has an oxidation potential of almost twice more than chlorine, and it instantly reacts with all the contaminants in water. So what we call a persistent organic compounds that are very difficult to oxidize by a regular normal oxidizing molecules such as chlorine or UV, so or hydrogen peroxide. So we produce this hydrogen peroxide, we activate it inside the reactor, and then this OH radicals then instantly reacts with these compounds and mineralizes it to carbon dioxide, water, and normal carbon.
And what you were able to accomplish in the lab, you can duplicate in the field?
Yes, so this technology is very scalable because it uses only electricity as some promoter of these reactions to happen. And since it's only using electricity and it needs a cell which can be manufactured on a larger scale, so and it can treat, it is very efficient in producing these contaminants and these oxidants in a larger scale. So because it produces these oxidants in a large scale, it can be easily scaled to a large industrial size reactor.
You know, Riggs, the first thing that comes to mind, I should have been taking notes because I'm afraid this is going to be on the midterm.
Yes, there will be a quiz. But Ayush was talking about persistent organic compounds, POCs, and these are the tough things. For example, there's a cyst called cryptosporidia, which is very hard to kill, and it's toxic. Well, OH radical can get to it. In fact, it's being used more and more in pools because it either in conjunction with chlorine, because not only is it more powerful than chlorine, but it cleans up the byproducts of chlorine itself. The bottom line is that AOxPlus generates 10,000 times the hydroxyl radicals that AOX does. And so now, on the same footprint, we've dramatically increased the performance, and it's now being trialed in China. Where is it being trialed right now?
It's in China. Our China subsidiary had just received a prototype of this, and they are doing an on-site demonstration of these reactors.
Interesting.
So we are getting very positive results from our China subsidiary.
Well, that's my next question. How soon will you have that data?
So very soon.
Very soon.
Yeah, they are doing demonstrations, but these tests takes a week or two to come back from the lab.
Okay.
So we are waiting for those results.
And then Florida Atlantic University, which is our partner in studying all this stuff, is now going to use AOxPlus as well to improve their reactions. So I'm very excited about this.
It's fascinating. It's always an education when you come on the program. Once again, OrigiClear, OCLN. Gentlemen, thank you so much.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.